our midday recording. And at the midday, with about an hour left on the trading market, the Dow's up about 41 points, NASDAQ up about 36 points. Market's relatively quiet today as Joe Biden meets with CEOs of major companies about something for your stimulus. That detail coming up in a second. Walmart's up about $1 to 146, and Apple's down 22 cents to about 136. Meantime, Tesla continues to fall. Tesla's down another $17 now to $84, down 2% today, and it's down nearly $30 in the last 3 days. That's Tesla stock. Big news across the board. In this recording, I'm going to go over why hazard pay is front and center. And if you're a viewer to this channel, you certainly know it is front and center today. If you're not a viewer to this channel, or you don't watch the recordings, and you saw what happened on the White House today, you wouldn't think it was much of anything. But if you're a viewer of this channel, you knew exactly it's about hazard pay. I have all that exciting, great news about hazard pay in the third stimulus package, and then we'll be going over what is in the third stimulus package bill. You have the bill, I have the bill. Yesterday, this channel was the first to deliver to you the actual pages of the bill. Not conjecture, not speculation, not interpretation, not third-party sources, not someone off the record, not someone behind the dumpster, not someone, paraphrasing it to you in a poem. It's the actual bill. And in this recording, we go over what is in that stimulus check provision, what is in there for unemployment, and what is in there for adult dependents. Hey, King Reno, thank you for coming to Purple Power. I'm really excited for the upgrade. Thank you for coming to Purple Power. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Also, like this video. And if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calcino VIP. For people who are now on their second month of membership, you will see a cute little dot. I forgot what it is. I have to look. A cute little logo that's in the corner of your hawk that shows you've been with this channel for 2 months. So thank you for that incredible, great news. You did not see hazard pay in the PDFs. Great comment, says W. Bardet. I'll be going over that detail right away. That's a great comment. Meantime, a programming update for later today. If you saw the post on the channel earlier today on the community page, I have been in pain off and on for about a week, and the pain has escalated. So I won't be able to record this afternoon. Rather, what I'm delivering to you is some throwback videos. On Afternoon's Check, you will see a throwback video that goes over the stimulus check, which is very important. Catch that video. Then I bring back a big hazard pay video shortly thereafter in the old hazard pay time slot. So check is still back at 3:30 with Afternoon's Check. And then shortly thereafter is a big video on hazard pay. You've been asking about hazard pay. I'm bringing back some more hazard pay, and then in the time frame in which Chuck usually airs about unemployment, I'm bringing back a big unemployment video. I'll be back with you later this evening, of course, with hazard pay and perhaps with another EIDL video. So there you are. But this is a live recording recorded today on a Tuesday afternoon. Thank you for joining me. So in the meantime, enjoy those afternoon throwback videos as I try to heal later this afternoon. And please watch those videos. They are very helpful for you across the board. Again, those are throwback videos with a live chat, so you can jump in there, chat away with your friends, and comment. They are helpful covering hazard pay and about the stimulus check and about unemployment, FUC, and UI. All right, now let's get to the details. Earlier today, Joe Biden in the White House met with some of the major leaders of the American economy. He met with Jamie Dimon of JP Morgan, of course, Walmart's Doug McDillon, Gap's Sonia Snigel, and Lowe's Marvin Ellison, along with Tom Donahue of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. They met in the Oval Office to discuss the $1.9 trillion stimulus package, but press asked for clarity. Why are they there? Wouldn't tell you what they're talking about. The official statement from his press secretary said the president's first priority is getting relief to the American people. Again, I don't think the American people are worried about how the direct relief gets in their hands if reconciliation of the process moves forward, which seems likely at this point. The president would certainly support that. So he met today with those leaders, and when asked what the purpose of that meeting was, he wouldn't say. Well, he doesn't have to say, because you and I know exactly what that meeting's about. Can you give me the 2 words you think that means about? If you've been a member of this channel and you have that January 23rd PDF of this channel where I talk about it, I think it's at item number 18. Do you know the 2 words of what they're talking about? because Joe Biden said he was going to do this. He said he was going to have this meeting. What two words do you think they were talking about today? Because he said he was going to do this. Let's see if anyone grabs it. I see one. I see one person got it. Theresa's the first one. Anyone else? There's Devin W. Barden. There you go. There you go. Teresa said W. Barden. Anyone in the Instagram room? We're soundcasting Instagram room. Um, there we go. Just me just said it. Mike Todd in the Instagram room said it. Elke said it. There we go. Akani said as well. Hazard pay. Absolutely. They talked about hazard pay. It was funny because the White House, I'm not supposed to laugh too much. The White House would not say what they were talking about. But I'm like, you don't have to tell us what you're talking about. We know exactly what you're talking about. It's actually in your documents. It was actually in his summary, which you as a viewer of this channel have had for several weeks. He said he was going to speak with the leaders of the major companies and discuss and twist their arm to pay you hazard pay. Remember what the language of the summary said. He was going to twist their arm to urge them to pay you hazard pay. Basically, that the federal government was not going to write the check about hazard pay. That the federal government was going to uh, persuasively ask the leaders of these companies to pay you hazard pay. And if they don't, then they would use other recourses. Well, this is really good news. This is really good news with 646 people in the room. Let's get it up to 1,000 likes. This is really good news. This is basically him saying that he is starting the first step. The first step is to instruct them to start paying you hazard pay. And if they don't pay you hazard pay, then guess what happens next? Ironically, broadcast news got the back end of the story, but didn't get the front part of the story. Today, broadcast news was talking about LA, another county, Oregon, and Washington. And they talked about LA County has now ordered, which is not new news. It's been new. It was ordered about 3 months ago. Has ordered that restaurants that want to operate in their county must, under LA County rules, pay you hazard pay. I've been detailing this for a few weeks for you. That the way they do this is they say, hey, you pay your workers some hazard pay. This is how they do it. You pay your workers some hazard pay. I want to encourage you to pay your workers some hazard pay. Well, sir, I would encourage your workers to pay you hazard. I would encourage you to pay your workers hazard pay. Well, guess what? You don't pay them hazard pay. They're going to pass a law to require you to pay hazard pay. And the articles that were talking about hazard pay today, you know what they said I think it was in Oregon or Washington? They said not only did they make it a law, but they also didn't say when it expires. So it wasn't like it's hazard pay for a few weeks. It was like, it's hazard pay now. Well, when does it expire? Oh, we're not telling you. So get ready to pay hazard pay indefinitely because you are not cooperating with us. This is great news. Now, let's hope Joe Biden stays February Joe Biden, not January Joe Biden. You know, January Joe Biden, he was a little bit relaxed on stuff. The president was just a little bit too soft on stuff. February, the president has been much more tough. So let's hope he was very tough in his persuasiveness to say, you pay hazard pay or we're going to order you to pay hazard pay by creating a law. This is how the federal government can do it. When we talk about hazard pay, I had some hashtag stuff yesterday. I mysteriously got taken off subscription. Oh no. King Reno had a great comment. Let me address King Reno's comment. If you're a member, it renews automatically unless you have some settings that it doesn't renew. So if you renew, if it removes automatically, then you're fine. If for some reason you're not on a renewal, then it'll end, and then you have to start a new one. So there you go. So this is big news. This is very exciting. You have been asking me, where is hazard pay in the third stimulus package bill? I had always said to you that there's three types of hazard pay. First, public sector hazard pay. And they're not going to see that. You're not going to see that directly in the bill. It's going to be if you work for the city, state, or county, they're going to give $300 billion to city, state, or county, and then they're going to pay you hazard pay. Private sector hazard pay is the one you want to look up for. That's Uber, Lyft, Grubhub, all that type of stuff. Where is that hazard pay? This is today. Basically, we're asking you to start paying some darn hazard pay, or we're going to start requiring you to pay hazard pay. You want to operate it, we're going to require you to pay hazard pay. And this is a big news. So I want to give you the excitement about that. And I'm really excited that the viewers in this chat certainly and the Instagram certainly recognize that's why the chat what they were discussing. All right, let's go now to the other items of the third stimulus package. You know what happened yesterday. Yesterday, you started to see stuff like this. This is an actual bill. This is not a memo. This is not a draft. This is not a problems creators press release. This is not Machonse. This is not a memo. This is not a draft of a draft of a draft of a skinny bill. This is the actual bill. Joe Biden has written the $1.9 trillion stimulus package bill. The $1.9 trillion stimulus package bill is anchored on to the reconciliation. Last Friday, the reconciliation passed and became a law. It's on the tow truck. It's towing on the tow hitch the $1.9 trillion stimulus package, the third stimulus package. The tow hitch is being dragged over the finish line. And what's happening this week? Over the weekend, I told you what was going to happen this week. On Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and if they need Friday, but they're not going to need Friday, House subcommittees are dealing with the language of the bill. This is the way the law requires. It's not like they're dragging their feet. It's not like they're just taking long lunches. They have to do this. It's the way the rules work. So they're dealing with the bill. And certain subcommittees are dealing with the bill. Yesterday, this channel was the first worldwide, anywhere exclusively, to deliver to you the actual bill provisions regarding the stimulus check, unemployment, and the tax credits. Why did I have it? Because the committee that's doing that part of the bill, the House Ways and Means Committee, that's what they're called, are doing that part of the bill. Where are the other parts of the bill? I've had some nice viewers send me some DMs. Thank you for the nice viewers that have been sending me some DMs. I've asked for viewers to sort of hunt out the other parts of the bill. For example, hazard pay is probably in labor. Business is probably in small business. And so these parts are in different locations. Well, House Ways and Means was so proud of their work. So proud of their work. Oh, let me pat myself on the back. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I'm so wonderful. House Ways and Means Committee was just like patting themselves on the back and kissing themselves yesterday, and then so issued a lot of press releases and a lot of PDFs, which you got, which delineates what's in the bill. I don't think they should have been kissing themselves. I don't think they should have been kissing themselves. It was almost like the kiss of death. It was like, wait a second, this is not something to kiss yourself about. So they debuted this, and they debuted another one, and you saw it, and we saw it. So let me go over the details right now. Wow, at the 13-minute mark, with 1,000 people in the room and 500 likes, wow, 300 likes. Let me give you a big update where we are in the midday. Let's see if we can get to 1,500 likes, 1,500 in the room, and 1,000 likes. This 300 likes. I mean, come on now. Get those likes up. Good afternoon. This is LA, direct from Los Angeles. You're in home LA, from Wall Street to Main Street, from my home to your home. Thank you for joining me on LA, the most comprehensive new financial news channel there is, recording 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Today will be a little bit different. If you see me talking a little bit quieter, it's because I've been in a lot of pain. I've been in a lot of pain for a while, and I haven't been saying it on camera. And so I will not be recording this afternoon, but you will have some throwback shows, some really delicious shows which I brought out of the vault. At Afternoon's Check at 3:30, you will have a new Check show. It's a retro show. It is a great show, so tune into that. 3:30 will be Check, and then shortly after that, at 3:45, you will have a big show on hazard pay. Then, where Chuck usually is, you're going to have a big show about unemployment and UI and FPUC. All three shows will have a live chats, instant premieres, so you can chat along with one another. Again, those are throwback shows with live chats. Please tune into them and give them some love in my spirit as I try to recoup later today. And then I'll be back with you, of course, with Hazard Pay tonight at 10 o'clock. Can't miss that as well. So don't miss those shows as well. but this is an actual live recording, 2 o'clock Pacific Standard, on Tuesday here on this channel. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Also, like this video. And if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member, Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Calcino VIP. And thank you for your kind messages. I really appreciate it. The big update as where we are this afternoon is that Joe Biden met in the White House with corporate America's big leaders. And this is exactly what he said he was going to do in early January, in the summary to the third stimulus package, which you've had since January 23rd. In that summary, he said he was going to bring in the leaders of big business. Thank you, Josh, for coming to Purple Hawk. Everyone welcome Josh to the family. Thank you for joining, bringing Josh to the family. Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not explain. Thank you for the nice comment, Paula. I've had enormous pain on my face, enormous jaw pain. So, debilitating jaw pain. So at the moment, I am okay to record for a little bit, but a debilitating jaw pain to the point that I'm collapsing. So I'm not a pain person. And you can certainly see there's only one ear pod in, but it's not necessarily the ear pod. So it is debilitating jaw pain. And so there you go. The detail at issue is that Joe Biden has said he was going to bring in these leaders of corporate America to twist their arm to get them use some hazard pay. Well, he's doing exactly that, and that's what's happening today. So be prepared if you see a provision of the third stimulus package that says, we're requiring businesses to pay you hazard pay if they want to operate during this pandemic. Don't be surprised if that doesn't happen. I had told you that's what's going to happen. That may happen. That's what's happening here in Los Angeles. LA County is requiring grocery stores to pay hazard pay to its employees if they want to operate. 1,100 people, 1,200 people in the room with 500 likes. Let's get those likes up so you get to 1,500 people in the room and 1,000 likes. All right, so let's now cut to the other items of the third stimulus package, which I did not cover early in this video. So yesterday we saw the other items of the third stimulus package that are in the Ways and Means Committee's papers. And this is what they showed. Now, let me preface, this is not law. It's a draft of a bill. The bill can still be revised. And if you think the bill should be revised, which I think you should, I think you should, you need to go on social media. Take this video or take a better video. This video is doing well so far. I look a little bit, robotic, but take a video and take all the videos and tag your elected officials and say, wait a second, what are you doing? So let's go over what's going on. First, the stimulus check is $1,400 for an individual, $2,800 for a married couple, $1,400 for adult dependents, $1,400 for child. If you saw me pause there for a second, it wasn't because of the pain, it was because of the adult dependent amount. $1,400 for adult dependent. Why is it $2,300 for adult dependent? It was supposed to be $1,200 plus $600 plus $1,400. It's supposed to, $3,200. It was supposed to be $3,200 stimulus check. What's going on here? Not very clear. Again, it looks like they're not doing what they said they were going to do. They said they were going to put into here Cash Act 2020. Cash Act was to pay adult dependents those unpaid stimulus checks from the first stimulus package, the second one, and the third, and the current one. So you're supposed to get $1,200 plus $600. That's $1,800 on top of $1,400, which is $3,200. Adult dependents are suddenly getting $1,400. So you're just, again, forgetting to do something you're supposed to promise to do. So take this video, go on social media, and tell them, please do exactly what you said. You said this was Cash Act. You said adult dependents were getting the two unpaid checks from last year. Adult dependents should be getting $3,200, not $1,400. All right, next, there is good news in the stimulus check. And the good news is the non-filer filing. The non-filer filing, they talk about the urgency for Treasury to bring back that form. I talked about that form so much in summer of 2020, where if you don't file tax returns, you could go to an IRS website, which doesn't exist currently, and you could fill out a non-filer filing. It means you don't file taxes, but you could request your check to be sent to a certain address. They don't have it lately, and they haven't had it since the summer of last year. And so the bill says, or the supporting documents of the bill says, get this out. People need to be entitled to a check if they don't file for taxes. This is for you, for SSI and SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits. If you if they don't know where you are, which they generally do know where you are. I'm more concerned about for children of people on benefits. If you're on benefits, they already know where you are because they send you a benefit check every month. If you're on Social Security or SSI, they know where you are. They're sending you a payment every month. I'm worried about your children because your children may not be on benefits and you don't file tax return. So they don't know about your children. I'm also worried about people who are not on benefits that just had, let's say you had a child 12 months ago and you've not yet filed your tax return. That child should get a stimulus check. They need to know that child exists. So there you go. Next, the income levels does not change for the stimulus check, so that's really good. All that junk for the Republicans didn't happen. So they kept the amounts. Income levels the same as the first stimulus and second stimulus check. 1,700, $75,000 or less to or $150,000 for a married couple. They're going off of both 2019 and 2020 tax returns, which is a little screwy, but that's what they're doing. All right, let's go to the tax credit. That's really strange. The tax credit makes no sense. Um, if you're a member of this channel, you know that on the January 23rd PDF, which I think is the very first PDF, the January 23rd PDF, you see on item number 22, 23, and 24, 3 tax credits. Child tax credit, earned income tax credit for essential workers, or child care tax credit. I've been telling you a lot of times, but I'll still tell you. Those are currently law. They've been for law for a long time. So you file your tax return this week, or you filed last week, you can use those right now. They're currently law. What Joe Biden wants to do is he wants to modify them, just, increase the amount a little bit, increase the eligibility. Well, guess what? He wants to do it next year. What? Yeah, the third stimulus package says the tax year that those tax credits will be modified for is next year, which makes no sense. I just think this is wacko. Again, I think you should be on social media saying make it 2020 and 2021. If people have not filed their tax return, they should be able to use these tax credits now. You're passing the bill now. We need we need the relief now. We don't need relief next year. If you want to give to again next year, that's nice. But we need the relief now. Well, why are there tax credits for next year? That doesn't make any sense. Thank you, Brother Joshua, for the winged lemon. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Brother Joshua, for the winged lemon. So, uh, that's that one. Finally, FPUC Retro. This is live. Yes, Martina, this is live. Finally, the FPUC Retro. Well, it's not retro. It's not even contemporary. It's not even anything that he ever says it was. The FPUC is not $600, and it's $400, and it's not back to January. It's not back to June. It's not back to September. It's not even back. It's not even to today's date. Yeah. The FPUC is from March 14th forward um, to September. Excuse me, August 31st. What? Joe, President Biden, you said, sir, that the FPUC was going to be retro to July at $600 a week during the campaign trail. Then the transition papers, you said FPUC was going to be retro to July at $600. Then in January, you changed and said, okay, I'm going to do $400 a week to January. Now it's apparently not even that. Now it's $400 from not even today's date. It's $400. Hey, Lori, thank you for the dancing pair. I really appreciate it. Now it's $400 from March to August. Yeah. Needless to say, understand my mindset. Here's a backstory, an anecdote you'll enjoy. When a person's in pain and they see something as screwy as the FPC, it's a double whammy. Earlier today, I tried to record Mornings LALate, and I was so pissed off about the FPUC. I was really pissed off, and I was also paying. So that when I saw the recording, I'm like, oh no, I'm not going to air that recording. Hey, Peggy, thank you for the dancing there. I mean, I looked like I was about to eat someone's head off. I was so angry about the FPC retro. I was like, I can't air. I'm not going to air this video. No, no, no. I'm not airing this video. So let's just say I was really angry in that video, and you had just been like, oh, dude, he looks like about to shoot. He's about to eat someone alive. It's just like he is just really upset about that. So understand, I have your wishes at heart, and I'm trying to project positivity and focus and pushing. And trust me, I am not happy with this. So I'm saying that with a big smile. I'm saying my displeasure with the FPC, I'm saying with a massive smile. So there you go. You certainly get the message of where I am. Finally, the other items, everything else that you're wondering about is somewhere. We need to actually find it. So some of you have been trying to find it. Thank you. Others of you try to find it as well. Thank you. The $50,000 student loan debt forgiveness, that's a standalone bill. We know where that is. That's actually been introduced. That's a standalone bill. Thank you, Shane, for the super chat. And thank you to the other person for the super chat. I really appreciate it. The the baby bill, that's a standalone bill. Everything else that we've been told will be a bill, give it time. Give it time. If you are on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, or Railroad benefits, and you're wondering when, where, and how for that $200 a month plus the 20% increase plus the lifetime benefit upgrade, and you're wondering who to tweet everyone and anyone in Elizabeth Warren's staff. She's the champion for that. Tweet Elizabeth Warren, Warren, and everyone in her staff, her chief of staff, her press secretary, her communications director. She is the one who championed it the most. So you need to tweet her as much as you can get that message. Hashtag SS200. Uh, Finally, everything else like hazard play, EIDL, 1,400 people in the room and 700 likes. Wow, that's good. With 3 minutes to go, so get the let's get it to 1,500 and let's get to 1,000 likes. Hey, was that Nathan? Was that Nathan? Um, that was Peggy for the super chat, and that was Nahil. Oh my goodness. Yeah. There we go. Nahil, how are you, Nahil? Thank you for being part of this family. So there you are. Everything else that we talk, thank you for the nice super chat. Everything else that we talk about on this channel, like EIDL, like business grants, they're somewhere. This is what I'm saying. The other items of the third stimulus package bill that concern small businesses are in the SBA Small Business Committee of the House. Look to them, see if they've issued any press releases, see if they've issued any statements about their part of the bill. The hazard pay would likely be in the labor section, and the thank you, Christy, for the super chat. I really appreciate it. The dancing pair, and the other provisions will be in the other sections. I'll be back with you with when I find them as more. But if you can find them before me, certainly DM me. Take this video and share it on social media. Tag your elected officials. Meantime, I'll be back at 3:30 with Check. It's a throwback video. It's a throwback video. Show this brother some love and watch that video. It's a throwback video. It helps you with the check. So give that video some love. Right after that, about 3:50, is Hazard Pay. It's a throwback video as well. They all have live chats. Throw some love. Give that video some love. Watch it as well and share it. And then after that is an unemployment throwback video. It's a triple header. That's really good. And then I'll be back with you tonight. Stay informed. Stay focused. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Also like this video. I will see you shortly. Thank you for all your well wishes and stay with LA for more.